Yeah,
So,
so okay, so you're gonna have to explain to me what that even is, because I don't know.
okay, well, PBL is problem-based learning, and that's where you throw out a problem, an actual problem, a world problem, like solving the dirty water in South Africa thing,
Okay.
and you throw that problem out to the students to then start thinking about, excuse me, how to create solutions for that. So I got to looking back at how we were taught back in Broken Bow, Nebraska, in 1889-ish. And basically, those kids, you couldn't graduate from eighth grade unless you could solve a problem-based issue. And so they had kids creating corporations to buy fictitious farms. And then, like the younger kids, and of course, we're talking about one-room schoolhouses, but you'll see my madness here in a minute. So you have the younger kids deciding how many horses, cows, chickens, and people need to work on the farm. Then as you progress through the age groups, they work on a different part of that. By the time you're in eighth grade, you are figuring out how your farm is making money, how much acreage are you renting out, how much livestock do you have to buy, how much are your crops going to yield, how much do you get, if your bushel is 2.25 for, it's just crazy the math these kids could do without calculators. And so they come up with these solutions. There's also like Mennonite high schools do the same thing where they shadow careers, they career shadow. And then by the time they're seniors, they have an action plan put together where they are basically already interning with a chosen career field. And
Back in the day,
um,
we used to call it apprenticeships.
yes, yeah. And I am really excited about the Chandler School District here is moving that way because they figured out that AI can take away all of their accountants and leave them with just enough accountants that they need because AI can do the rest of that. AI can do a lot of those district jobs. I'm like, ooh, that's a good use of AI. Now, what they're doing is they're kind of trickling back and now they're going in to figure out you know, how they can use problem-based solutions. Um, Rhodes Junior High became Rhodes World Academy on that same thing. The teachers all came together and decided, here's a world problem we're going to fix. And so your social studies and science and everything spiraled together for these kids to come up with solutions. And what a great way for education to work, to actually give them real world problems. My master's thesis was written on real world problems and like the real world education. And so um, of course, people are going to push back on that. They're not going to like that. But what about,
Okay.
DEI? And
Okay.
it's like, but that takes all the politics out,
Right.
supposedly. I mean,
Well,
hopefully it would.
a couple of things.
Hmm.
Okay. If you were to boil down the essence of how would you describe intelligence and be able to do it across cultures, the
Hmm.
essence of that answer is the ability to solve problems.
Hmm.
For the first time in, I would think, recorded history, our progeny are coming up with lower IQs than their parents because they
Yeah.
are no longer able to solve problems,
Hmm.
any problems.
I saw a reiteration of that study too. I mean, I remember you telling me that, and then I was just listening to some hearings yesterday, and they're saying the same thing that our kids are dumber than we used to be.
Right. And I mean, like, we learn by experience. They're not learning by anything.
Right.
And we also are taking away the love of learning. I think,
Right.
I think part,
Remember when we were in school? I mean, I don't want to spill a whole lot of beans, but it wasn't necessarily let's just say I loved school because I loved the learning part of it. I loved the things that I was able to do. Um, and honestly, I competed with myself. I don't think I competed with other people. but I competed with myself because it's like, oh, got to get a straight A, got to get a straight. You know, that B in math still bothers me, but it was a 92%. And today that would be an A. And
That's
that
true.
still bothers me because I got a B in math.
We're not going to talk about Mr. Wallace's class.
Let's not talk about Mr. Wallace. I love him.
Let's not go there. No,
Volleyball.
I think that I think this sounds really good. And this is where I'd be like for teachers, I would just say just teach.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I even got a little more brazen in a blog recently that I think so let's get rid of classes, get rid of freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Get rid of that.
Wait a minute. Hold the phone. That was the other thing I wanted to tell you. Okay, what is the best way to learn something?
To teach it.
Exactly. That's one of
Those
the
one room
reasons that one
schoolhouses
room
did that.
schoolhouses were so successful because the older
Mm-hmm.
kids, they kept, like, yes,
Yep.
absolutely. If you really want to become the master at something, then you have to teach it.
Right.